Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Norway Bay Fishing here, back with another video. And today, in this video, we're basically going to be talking about and we're going to discuss what our thoughts on the top 5 best pike and bass lures. Both pike and bass because, you know, they hit basically on the same things. And it was really hard to make this top 5 list because whether it was gonna be a top 5 lure or just be an honorable mention, meaning pretty good lure, but I think we got the job done, and we is pretty confident about what we've got.
So the 5th lure we chose was the Mepps spinner. It was pretty hard to choose it because so many good lures, seeing if we're gonna choose one to get into the top 5 list or not. But
exactly.
When we're fishing with the Mepps, it's just kind of guaranteed to fish.
Yeah, it's a pretty versatile lure. You can fish at weeds, you can fish at rocks, you fish at deep water, shallow water. You can fish it anywhere, trolling, casting, literally anything. And you know what? Every time we have it on, we're confident that we're gonna land a fish, and it always does the job. Its hookup ratio is pretty good, and it's a pretty cheap lure too. What is it, $6? And you can't go wrong with that.
So here's a picture of the Mepps spinner right there, or something.
Yeah.
So Conan, number 4, we chose a paddle tail swim bait that's made. It's made from Powerbait, or a Craw.
A Craw, for sure, a Craw.
So these baits, they both sink, and they're both rubber baits, and
yeah,
their hookup ratio is it's okay.
Yeah, the soft plastics, man. If you pair them up with a pretty good hook, you definitely are gonna be getting fish, no doubt about that. Especially with a Powerbait paddle tail swim bait, it's you'll have more action than you've ever had with any of the lures. But the only reason it's number 4, not number 1, is just the hookup ratio. It's not 100% guaranteed. It's not like it has a treble hook. It's just a one single hook up the back, and the fish has to bite it properly to actually hook. But at least you get a lot of action on it. And as far as the Craw goes, we paired the Craw and the swim bait together because they're both soft plastics, and technically they both are kind of swim baits. Just Craw, you would like to work it along the bottom, and most people would think a Craw would be more associated with bass, although we did catch our biggest pike on it last year, and those definitely are a very solid lure.
Yeah.
Okay, coming in at number 3, we had to throw a topwater in here for sure because we do a lot of topwater fishing. But we feel like out of all the topwaters, frogs, buzzbaits,
spooks,
everything, the popper is the one that stands out the most by far.
Yeah,
you know what? You tell a bit of the popper because I know you have more action on it than I do.
So the popper is just if you're fishing in shallow, rocky waters, and you're just dragging it along the top, you're gonna get a fish.
It's constant. They hit it crazy.
And with double trebles, you're most likely gonna land it. I've lost one fish with a popper, I think, and some of the fish that bite it, it's pretty awesome. Big fish comes out, grabs your popper.
Oh yeah, and like he was saying, man, he only lost one fish. That's just when you buy them, they have sticky, sharp hooks, and it's it's a sticky, sharp. It's crazy. They touch it and they get hooked. They swipe at it. Even if they don't even mean to actually fully eat it and just kind of want to hit it, they do end up getting hooked, and it's a guaranteed basically fish catch, and they always do hit it.
Yeah.
All right, coming in at number 2, the good old trusty spoon. Not just any spoon, not a Red Devil, not a 5 of diamonds. We find those lures that are a bit heavy, and sometimes they sink a bit low, but definitely something that's a bit underrated in most pike and bass arsenals is a Williams Wabler spoon, gold and silver with the little dotted bezels and stuff all on it. The little dots all over it. That for sure. We've caught how many big fish, walleye, bass, pike, everything using that the Williams Wobbler of all sizes too, right? You know, you can use a small Williams or a big one. You're gonna catch fish of all sizes, and definitely Williams Wobbler.
Yeah, with the Williams, like the action's like really like side to side.
Yeah,
Most spoons are just sort of like a bit, but like this one just like rocks back and forth and back and forth.
And especially a little trick that an old man named Roy taught me is that when you get the Williams and then you bend it a little bit, like you can just do it with your hands. You bend the spoon just a little bit and it really kicks it out. And you control it, you can cast it, you can fish a weed, anything. Yeah. It's very versatile and a fish will bite it on any day. Okay, now for number one spot, it was pretty obvious, but yet it was pretty hard to choose. But like there's no doubt about it for us, and you know what? This lure is mostly not on anybody's top 5 list for bass and pike, but it's definitely has to be the Rapala Lipless crankbait, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's just like you drain it through the water and it like rattles and like.
Like if it's like 100 meters out, you can hear it.
You can hear it from the boat, and I don't know why it catches so many fish.
It's a double treble hook, again, sticky sharp hooks.
Yeah. There's not much action with it. It just rattles. But like it basically just swims straight through the water.
And it just goes like this.
Yeah.
Where it rattles so much, and the fish just, I don't know, the fish hate it, and they just want it. They destroy it. And we've caught our biggest fish of all species.
Yeah, like every year, our first fish is on the Lipless. Like. And
our biggest fish always come like. Biggest pike, biggest walleye, biggest bass.
Yeah.
Bass, last year, biggest bass I caught, first bass of the year. And it was a 5-pounder.
Like, you can fish them anywhere, too. Like, any day, like, any time of the year, we'll just, like, fish with a Lipless.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's our top 5. But we have a couple more lures that didn't quite make the top 5, but for sure have to come into honorable mention because, like, it's not like those are the only lures we use. We're pretty versatile and open to anything and trying new things, and we've caught big fish with these here too. So for honorable mention, we for sure have the Buzzbait. The Buzzbait, it's a topwater lure. You know what, I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. It's a topwater lure, kind of like a spinner bait, but it has one single hook, but you know, you get bit on that for sure.
Yeah, the second is a spook, so it's kind of like a popper. They make like popper, spook kind of things, but it's like basically like a tube. It looks like a log, and it has 2 treble hooks, and it just like goes through the water making zigzags. Yeah. And it also rattles, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, as where with a popper it will rattle, but the popper, it has that mouth, that open mouth, that it kind of, when you yank on it, it drags into the water, makes a pop, 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 pop. As where with the spook, it kind of glides side to side. So that's why I find with the spook, your hookup ratio is a bit worse, because it's gliding, let's say 1 foot to the left, 1 foot to the right, and the fish sometimes can't exactly perfectly aim in on it, and then sometimes you don't get a perfect hookup. Okay, number 3, we got to put the Jitterbug in there. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but you know what? I can't hate on it. I just had bad luck with it. I know you and Jack have caught massive fish and lots of fish on the Jitterbug.
Yeah.
The only thing is they're pretty expensive, aren't they? Like $13 Jitterbugs, but you know, they're for sure
and they're also light, so like you can't really cast very far
using bait caster.
And you have to using a bait caster, and you have to reel in pretty slow with them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So if we want to talk about that, a lot of these baits, some of them are better for covering water. If you're looking to find the fish and stuff, like Lipless crankbait, great for that. You reel it in fast. And
spoons are also like the same thing.
Swimbaits too, you know, you can rip them in pretty fast.
But like poppers,
poppers, it's more like you know where the fish are. They're hitting top water. Take your time with the popper because poppers are a bit slower. Same with spooks too. Buzzbait, on the other hand, buzzbait is a pretty fast moving lure. Okay, couple more lures in the honorable mention. We have like a red devil or a 5 of diamonds, like one of the heavier spoons. We've caught fish on it, like especially pike, and I've caught a lot of largemouth bass early in the season on them. It's your standard red devil. They do the work. You guys know what that is. It's in basically every top 5 lure, but we felt that there were other lures that surpassed the red devil. Next, we have the frog. Frog, of course, is a great lure. when the fish are hitting top water. Slow moving.
The hookup ratio though,
it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like
you'll miss like 1 out of 3 fish.
Oh, or more. Yeah, definitely. And it's weedless, right? That's why. And you know, it's a great if you're fishing in the weeds and they're hitting top water. You know what? I'm gonna say maybe you're not gonna catch all your fish, but it's sure
really
a lot of fun. Yeah, it's fun getting hit on the top water. And last but not least, we have the Wacky rigged Senko. Basic Wacky rigged Senko, you know, your standard Senko. Personally, he's not a big fan of them. I am, though. I've caught multiple fish when he's sometimes fishing like top water or popper, you know, against the rocks. I'll throw a Wacky rigged Senko and try to get some bass because it's a lot of fun. You feel them. And whoops. All right. So that was our top 5 and a couple more of our lures that we recommend for pike and bass. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope that this video was a bit different than all the other ones because all the other ones seem to have the same exact lures. Of course, we have some same ones too, but we just want to, you know, open up a bit more chances and different things for you guys that not everyone else would. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, whatever you need to do. But stay tuned because more videos will be coming soon.